Hi everyone, Charlene from FBJ Fit and FBJFit.com. I'm back here again today with my really good friend Chris Palermo.
Well, Charlene, only you would have the courage to invite a dainty man like myself to come in and try some of your wine or some of the
FitVine Wine, because I wanted to say that men love FitVine too. Mm-hmm. And I said, I know it's usually Nancy and I doing our little friends and fitness review,
and I love that. And so I want to put a disclaimer here. I don't know much about wine, all right? I do like the Pinot Gris. I do like that certain grape comes from a certain part of, and whoever's out there can, I'm sure, chime in and tell us, right? I think it's the soil or something, the way they do it.
Well, because I'm a white person, you know, whenever I do these, I always like to say, I love all kinds of wine, but the whites really, they are my favorite. And I said, but I thought that if I could win Chris over with a healthier drink alternative, that then I would be showing how good it really is. So I thought I'd try to see if I could see what he thought.
Plus it's summery, right? And I mean, fruity. We're gonna get some fruity stuff too, right?
Yep. So we're gonna start with the FitVine Sauvignon Blanc, and then we are gonna.
And what are you gonna have?
Then we're gonna work our way to the red.
Okay.
Chris and I had a lot of fun doing our little pizza recipe pre-COVID. So that was quite a while ago before we could get back together.
Yeah. How do you say that crust? What was the crust?
It was a quinoa crust.
Quinoa.
And we brought our little pizza experience because Chris will tell you a little bit about his pizza background in case you missed that video.
Yeah, I produced a web series called Pizza Makers. It's Pizzer Makers. We had grown up in the family pizza business. We had, all kind of fun experiences, and we put that on tape. And we just did a podcast correlating with each Pizza Makers episode. You could go to Podbean and search Pizza Makers, or you can go to YouTube, Pizzer Makers, and you can see all the videos. Wow, thank you very much.
Now my glass is way over there.
Yeah, look at this.
So while he's explaining, I'm pouring.
So Pizza Makers, and of course, what goes with a good pizza? Of course, some wine.
Some wine,
right?
Exactly.
Now, stick with me, folks. Here, being a little dainty here. I asked Charlene. Now, not that I am a aficionado in wine. It's cigars. Listen. I'm going to have you over my place.
Yeah, I'll do a cigar.
And we're going to do cigars. We're going to do cigars and whiskey. All right? You promise you might try that with me. All right? So anyways, I told Charlene, I said, I just brushed my teeth and I want to truly experience it with a little cheese and crackers. So
and how miraculous that I actually had cheese and crackers.
She pulled the crackers out, and I thought she would give me dog biscuits, but they're actually crackers.
So we did actually have cheese and crackers.
So can I have a little piece
while he's trying that, I will say what's special about FitVine and why I like it so much. It is less carbs. Important, because I always joke carbs are the enemy.
No, you're absolutely right. That's right.
That's what that is. Well, that's usually, when I say it's the enemy, it's my temptation. It's like I will,
like sweets or the bread.
I'm the salty, crunchy bread. Yeah, pasta bread.
I would gladly abandon bread and stuff if I could have tiramisu.
Oh, see, there you go. So yeah, I know what I thought was really funny is usually it is the salty, crunchy, bready things that tempt me. But I did for my mother's birthday. Somebody brought those lobster tail desserts, and I was like,
my God.
I could not say no to. Those were just too good. But so they're less carbs, less sugar, less calories, less sulfite, so you don't get the hangover. Which we're entering a holiday weekend here, so we're gonna need to pace ourselves. But
all right, we're gonna try this. Cheers.
Let's try it. Shot.
Wow, this is really, really good.
Now it's fun. The Sauvignon Blanc is I would say I have not had a FitVine that I haven't liked, but the Sauvignon Blanc really is my favorite.
So Sauvignon Blanc, from what I know, from what I hear, is some of the driest wine, right?
But it's not,
which I love.
I love it too, but I just feel like it's just light, it's summery and crisp, and This
is really delicious. It's, it's funny that, I tend to like some wines too. They get a little sweeter. Maybe we'll talk about that after. But where in particular are these grapes from?
I don't know. That's usually when I do these with Nancy, she's like my little wine expert. I'm just the health and fitness guru in the background.
And you know what? This is so light. You really have to go careful with this because I'm a maniac, but I could easily take the bottle and it wouldn't be a problem.
What I always find that.
But it's delicious.
we're gonna get to this later too, but that's why I love the little mini bottles that they sell, because that's for the portion control. So when you only want to have a glass, because I do find sometimes when you open up the bottle of wine, it's like, well, it's open. It is easier to pour that second glass.
And it's chilled. So what are you gonna do? You might not have the refrigeration.
Right, that's right. You might, but the little ones are a great option for that. Just when you want to just have a glass of wine and control your portions and not overdo.
Can men do that?
Men can do that too.
Okay.
So the mini bottles are only available on the website, which we will get to. It's FitVineWine.com. But and it's free shipping on a case, but you can get a case of the mini bottles, or you can
I've got a case of the mini bottles.
There you go. But now you can get the full bottles at your local liquor store. You can check
dog biscuits.
You can check the store locator for that. And you can also order online, and they ship, which is really nice. During COVID, I just had it just like shipped right here.
That's perfect, right?
That was nice.
We do everything out of our homes here.
But it's a nice way to have some wine and not feel like you're. See, what Nancy and I always say about the wine that's good is that it's not diet wine, because it still has the same alcohol content.
You would never know that. Seriously.
That is what I try to say. And that's why I thought I would ask Chris his opinion.
No, really. And I could see this would go again. Not that I am an aficionado on this, but I could see this with the little shrimp, maybe a little pasta, the white wine, the white sauce kind of stuff, the pasta, or a little chicken, you like lemon pepper chicken on the grill?
Well, yes. I would.
Wouldn't that go good?
We should have done another one of our cooking recipe things for you, because that was really fun.
I could see this pairing up with a little. See how dainty I get when I have a few sips of this? With a little lemon pepper chicken.
That was the cheese and crackers.
The cheese is perfect.
He was shocked I actually had it here, because I always joke that
it's bringing out the salty notes very well now.
That's right. So let's see. It's vegan. It is paleo friendly, which I was joking that it was Palermo friendly too.
Paleo, that's what kind of more like a manly diet you were saying.
That's like supposedly they eat like the cavemen eat. I don't know. I don't do paleo, but it is paleo friendly. I tend to follow more about what I joke that I do more of what the bodybuilders do. I try to do lean proteins, leafy greens, complex carbs when I have them, and I try to watch those, because I tend to there's always running jokes in my family that I don't like to go for Mexican food, because once they put that basket of tortillas on the table, I'm like, it just magically refills, and anything like that. So I would rather have things that I can have a lot of and not worry about them. And sometimes.
Well, like red meat, you do red meat.
I won't. For the proteins, I do have a little bit of red meat, but I won't.
Not lean enough? Is it that why?
No, I would get the lean cuts. I just don't. I wouldn't overeat meat. It's usually the potatoes, the bread, French fries. I like my crack. That's what I love.
Really?
Love
See,
French fries.
I can pass on all that stuff. I save the room for the cannolis and the sweet stuff.
There you go. So that's it depends, but I like that I can still have a glass of wine, because I feel like sometimes you give up. And I always hate to say deprive yourself, because my thing for fitness and weight loss and staying in a healthy range is always when people say, I don't want to deprive myself. And I always say, why does that only apply to food? Why do you feel deprived that you're not eating what you want, but you don't feel deprived that you don't feel as healthy, like when you're chasing after my kids when they were growing up. I was just I didn't I was able to do that, and after I lost weight. And so that's why I always think that you got to look in terms of just weighing it out, not always of not saying yes to everything doesn't mean you're depriving yourself. No. So this is something you can work in.
And you said something interesting about the carbs, or the will give you no hangover. What was
less
that
of a hangover? I can't say no hangover, but the sulfites definitely contribute to that achy feeling.
Okay. Yeah, this is really good, really light, and it goes perfect with these cheese and crackers.
Well, so we have a hit. So we're gonna take a break. We'll try the red one. You'll have to cheers.
Crank it up.
Thanks for joining us. So you can follow me at fbjfit.com, or at Instagram and Twitter at fbjfit.
And search Pizza Makers anywhere in the World Wide Web.
And if you want to see any of our more detailed reviews where Nancy gives us a breakdown of all of the things of where the grapes come from and the notes, you can search on my channel, and I hope you'll like and subscribe below. Thanks for joining us, and cheers.
Cheers.